community, and this is my first DAO meeting.
Mm-hmm.
That
Nice.
I'm
Welcome.
excited. My distractions is all about Web3 all the time, and my playlist Fab is music like training like Mike Tyson. Fwa, fwa. This is my playlist.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Um, Angie, would you like to share intentions instructions?
Yeah, sorry I couldn't speak. They're mowing my
No
lawn.
worries.
So, my intentions, well, I'd like to attend a params party. I think I've never been to one. Distractions, my phone, and a song. Well, I've been listening a lot to All Too Well by Taylor Swift, the 10-minute version. I don't know if there's any Swifties here, but yeah.
Ivy is not here, but you're probably gonna get along really well. Like Ivy always recommends just Taylor Swift stuff. Uh, so yeah,
That's right.
there are some Swifties here. Welcome. Um, Thanks for joining, everyone. Just really quick, I want to catch up with a bunch of intentions, and on my weekly playlist, I got this your top songs 2021 from Spotify, which is arguably like a form of value that the platform gives back. So it's an interesting perspective. It's like Web 2.5. I'm gonna share this playlist with everyone in the comms channel. It has a bunch of what I've been recommending like most of the year, like Bruno Pernadas and Charlie Garcia, Tears for Fears, My Morning Jacket. It has a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty proud of how it got together. It even has like some Chalino Sanchez, like somewhere along there. So um, I'll I'll share it in the comms channel in case someone wants to have an impression of what my year sounded like. Okay, let's start with our first agenda topic, which is the current status for teams. So first of all, I would like to pass the stage to Escanore. Also, if you'd like to share your screen, feel free to do it. And what Escanore is gonna do for us is he prepared like a full proposal and framework for translations to be working on. So I'm really happy that Edgar and Nico are here because they are gonna be. Oh, and also Zero. Because you guys are gonna be contributors for the translations team. So maybe this can help all of you get a better idea on the sync that's going to happen in translations and how this is going to be organized. So, yeah, the stage is all yours, Escanor. Take it away.
Hi guys. So well, this is a small document I made for you guys. Can you see it, by the way? Yeah. Okay. Um, so I'm going to start. Why we should do translations to our documentation first. First of all, it's going to increase the public reach. And like I don't remember your name, but Nico Sam said that's going to increase or it's going to create new micro communities for uh, for each language. So that's really important. Also, it's going to help to build trust. Oh, you can see all of it here. Um, it's going to show that we are an international community, and of course, we're going to look more professional. Um, so here you have some of the rates for each language, some language, of course, not every language. There is a standard that varies between 0.11 cents and 0.10 cents per word. And there you go. You can see here Spanish to English, English to Spanish, I'm sorry, English to Chinese, and English to Turkish. Here you have some reasons why should we pay that to our translation team.
Sorry, Escanor. Just really quick, just to be clear on the call that we have. This is going to be Mandarin Chinese, right?
Yeah, sure. Of course. It's Mandarin
Okay,
Chinese
perfect.
because it's more general. Yeah, I think every Chinese speaker actually speaks Mandarin. So okay, I'm going to continue here. Um, so I choose this rate because of course I've been doing translations for a few DAOs already, and the difficulty for these articles is really high if you compare it with other subjects articles. So crypto articles are more difficult. Um, there you go. So I was thinking of maybe if we do articles longer than 5,000 words, we should do maybe 0.10 rate. Um, so actually paying that rate is going to get us like a quality team. So I'm going to discuss this later on, but I was thinking of a group of two people, one to translate the article and one to do a QA for it. Here, I got you guys some insights. Um, I So I select these languages and I took into account some variables such as population, adoption of crypto, and their general English proficiency. So I'm going to share this document to you guys so you can check it by yourself. I don't want to extend too much in numbers, but here you have the top list. You know, Spanish, Chinese, Mandarin Chinese, Portuguese, Turkish, and Hindi. Also Arabic. For optional languages, we have Tagalog, Catalan. That was a suggestion by Shui, by the way. French, German.
Yeah, we got Septi here. He would
Yeah,
love to do some Catalan translations.
that's really good. And we have Swedish and Dutch. For these two, I think it will make us look more professional. And of course, we have Russian. Is actually one of the biggest one, but I decided to put it here because I wasn't completely sure if we have Russian speakers in TEC. If we do have, let me know. And here's the table for the Global Crypto Adoption Index. So as you can see, some of these countries are in this list. So yeah, as a suggestion, I was telling Shui to start with 4 languages, and after some time we can scale it up and maybe add two or more languages. So I don't know. So there you go. How the team is going to work? I was thinking of teams of 2 people. Uh, they can share the articles, and of course they can do a QA because we need good quality content for TEC. Here you have the tool I'm going to use. Managing everything from Notion. Oh, I can set up a Trello if you want to. I accept suggestions. And yeah, here you go. And here you have the links for everything from where I took the information, guys. So yeah, this was quick. I think she's going to talk more about the amount of money. Oh, sorry, amount of money he's asking. But there you go, guys.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing this, Escanore. It's very interesting, and especially I feel that it covers a lot of ground on something that we have no idea about, which is translators usually work on charging like per word. So this will help us reach a better proposal for seeing how much we need for like an initial set of documentation. Um, so yeah, thank you for sharing this. It's gonna be great for shaping these teams. Okay, so for just catching up on everything else around translations, these are our sync times so far. These are gonna be for the translations team to have a weekly sync. So I see that Nico, Edgar, and Lalo Crypto already submitted their available times. This is great. I would just ask you, Escanore, for adding your available times in this Let Us Meet link so that we can know when can we have this weekly 1 hour sync. And once we figure that out, I feel that it's going to be much easier to start actually like assigning different roles and just bounties. Let's call them to translations contributors. So yeah, thank you for sharing this.
Sorry.
Now we're gonna. Oh
Can I
yes,
say
yes. Go ahead.
something else? I just shared the link in the translations comms channel if you want to check it out. And thanks, guys, for listening.
Thank you, Scanore.
Oh, thank you very much for this. This is great. This is great. Thank you for sharing this. So this is the status on the translations team. As you can see, is starting to take shape, which makes me really excited. Some weeks ago, we didn't have a lot of people, and now we have like a bunch of comms contributors. So yeah, let's start seeing like how we're gonna work and yeah, for the HubSpot team, we have Nate here today. However, Mount Manu is leading a proposal that is getting similar to the one from translations. So Manu is going to be presenting something next week for how are we organizing ourselves around HubSpot and how we can integrate this with the other team efforts that are happening. So far, the sync times for HubSpot, only Manu and I have replied to this, so I'll ping you after this call, Nate and Durgaras, to see if you guys are available any of these in any of these options. For the T Academy, I think we already have Angela and Anatech who submitted their free time. So I feel that it's mostly happening in this spot. However, I'll be confirming in the next few hours to see which sync times can we settle and which have to be just double check with contributors before we take any more steps further. And I think something relevant for the T Academy team is that they are starting a new course on December 10th. So let's talk about getting both of you on board of this course. See what it consists of and how this can help for also having a clearer idea of how we're going to be shaping everything around this particular team, which I feel is our pilot team. Because if the T Academy team works out really well, this means that we are going to be able to improve our coordination and our structure to help more token engineering related projects. So this team particularly makes me very excited on the things that we're going to be able to help token engineering field with. The next team also. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Nico.
What is the TE Academy?
The Token Engineering Academy is a project for token engineering, but it's more focused in education. So it's one of the closest communities to the TEC. It's mostly run by Angela Kreitenweiss. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly, but they are doing great stuff. And it's one of the closest communities to the TEC that we collaborate with. But definitely, like it gets me, like I wanted this to be our pilot program because it's focused on education. So I feel that it's also going to be very exciting because we're going to be exploring possibilities for communications around education and token engineering. So it's clearly one of the objectives that we share with this community, which is to advance the token engineering field. So I feel that since there are a lot of geniuses working in the TE Academy, let's put that weight off their shoulders, right? Let's start giving them a hand with comms, with some design, and let's make them focus just on spreading token engineering good practices. So yeah, I'll share with you some of these links, and I'll also share with you this. Actually, if you follow the T Academy team thread, I'm gonna be posting there this information about the course, so that Angela and Anna can plan ahead of this. When is this happening? How much it's gonna last? And if you're interested, you're welcome to join Nico. Animation and video production is our next team. We have the 3 contributors here. We have Acid Laser, Alan TV, and John Jonas. Okay, so this starts getting very, very exciting. Here's the first issue that that came along. We need to create an animated tutorial for quantifiers. So our reward system is going to have this activity that is going to quantify all of the praise that gets logged for every month. So there are going to be like quantifiers that are going to be helping evaluate all of this praise. And even though the reward system has made a lot of progress in making it easy and understandable for everyone, the idea behind praise quantification is for it to have many like diverse opinions, right? And for this to be something that the community chooses. So what we want is to put together like maybe 1 or 2 tutorials that that can teach new quantifiers with no previous like quantifying experience how to use this platform that everyone in the reward system is working on, and it's looking really great. But I mean, there's a need around some like an animation video, and also I think we talked about eventually putting together a bigger project that covers educational videos for the Token Engineering Academy, right? So if there are production capabilities within the animation team, and the T Academy team has like better awareness of what is needed, there can be like a collaboration and coordination between these 2 teams so that we can help the Token Engineering Academy with this content. So we're still a little bit behind that. We still have a lot of work to do, especially in how we're going to be organizing ourselves. But the intention is that after the Commons upgrade, we are able to start doing this kind of coordinated projects between different teams. So so far, our animation weekly sync is looking similar. And just really quick, the reason why I picked Mondays and Tuesdays is so that we can gather enough updates for this call that happens on Tuesdays at my 11 a.m. So if we have a clearer idea, because we have a fresh sync on every team, this allows us to present better and more updated information to the rest of the TEC community. So this is why I picked Mondays and Tuesdays, but if someone has like any issues with that, we can probably find a way to get around this. So it looks mostly... Oh, Alan TV, I see that you're missing. So as soon as you can reply to this, let us meet. We can probably define when this sync is going to happen, because yeah, there's going to be a lot of jobs for this animation unit. I'm very excited about this team also. And last but not least, the Twitter planning team, which is already working super well. It's been working like this for some months. We've been trying to restructure after that transition. We had David as a previous contributor to Twitter, so we're trying to slowly like catch up with everything that David used to take care of. But I'm super happy that Zero is here, which is, you could call him the project manager for the Twitter planning team, and he's starting to take over the analytics corner, which is just gathering bi-weekly a lot of information from our Twitter and trying to learn more about who our audience is. This has been very, very educative for the community before, So we're really looking forward to restoring those. So thank you, Zero, for doing that. And we already have a weekly sync for Twitter, which happens on Mondays. So if anyone would like to contribute on Twitter, please, please try reaching out on Mondays. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we can definitely do. So before I go on with the agenda topic, are there any questions about the teams, about how we're going to be coordinating, working, or any other related thing to the teams?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
go ahead,
something.
Juanca.
Yeah, and instead, you know that Gravity is also trying to become a commons, and it would be really cool if you can also help us the same way you are going to work with the T Academy to have like a Gravity team, because we want to produce more content. Like, it would be really cool. We have been talking about making transcripts of some of the Graviton trainings, or maybe making like summaries of the Graviton training, maybe more infographics, and all that would be really cool if we can work it together between Gravity and teams.
Yes, of course. Thank you for raising this, Juanca. I almost forgot. There are some, I understand there are some of the Graviton training uploaded videos to YouTube. So right now we're working on translating this, or like, I'm sorry, not translating, but transcribing him in so that YouTube can have like a better idea of the subtitles and the content, and this can be translated to other languages automatically by YouTube. So maybe someone from the translations team would be interested in this. Let's talk about it, especially because it's something that is needed like right now. So let's talk about how we can work with that and see if there can be some really, really good praise for anybody that volunteers for this.
Yeah, and actually, I think Innovator, that is a contributor from Gravity, already started making some of these transcripts. So I think that syncing with some of the people with the translation team will be really good to like mix the efforts.
Yes, and this is actually a great example. Like, what if the Gravity DAO all of a sudden needs like some like graphic design for a campaign that they're gonna be running? Like, the idea is for us to be available here because Gravity is a project that helps advance token engineering in a more human way than in a technical way. But it does help advance token engineering. So since these objectives are aligned, this is totally the kind of project that we would love to support. Like, hey, Gravity, do you have any documentation that you need translations for? Do you have any I don't know, like updates that you would like us to include in our weekly newsletter with HubSpot? So there can be like a number of ways in which we can support other projects that advance token engineering. And I'm really happy that Juanca raised this because I feel that it's a really great example that that explains how we are planning on functioning after the Commons upgrade, which is happening pretty soon. So yeah. Oh, and before I go on, we're gonna have a communications. Oh, I forgot to add this to the agenda. Why? This is so important. We're having a Params party, but just for communications contributors next Monday. Params party for comms next Monday, all in caps. Perfect. So if anybody hasn't attended a Params party, or if you have but you would like to get a better idea, this is going to be just for our working group. So we can stop and ask whatever questions and doubts that you have. And it's something that is really exciting to get and to see. I feel that if you start getting it, there's going to be like this awareness of how we're collectively like building this economy. And in the end, like all of us as contributors are going to be participating in this economy. So it's okay. It's I always say that it's a steep learning curve, But it's very exciting because this has never happened before. So it's going to be very interesting to have a params party with just creatives, and people that have perspectives that are different and that are more like creative focused, because the idea is to approach like economy as a social science, right? Not something that is just for the people that work at central banks and that make decisions for you. No, I mean, we're trying to change that. So please stay close to our params party. I think it's going to be 4 p.m. EST or something like that. But I'll make sure to ping all of the comms contributors so that you can join this params party and help you better understand how it works. Okay. That's it for the team so far. Let's cover the next agenda topic. I'll just add Miguel to the attendees. We just hopped in. And let's jump to this one. Okay, so this is very exciting news. Mitch, I don't know if you know Mitch, he's a steward for the TEC. He is... he speaks like 3 languages, and he just gave like a conference in Colombia some weeks ago in Spanish, and now he came back for revenge, and he is gonna do a talk in French for Ethereum France. This is gonna happen tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I don't speak French, but this is pretty understandable. This is gonna be happening tomorrow, so if you would like to show up for support. Or if, I mean, of course, if you speak French, it's going to be much easier. But if not, let's share this. After this call, let's have a quick catch up, Zero, to see if how can we support this in communications, and help spread the word among like any of the French speakers or French contributors that we have here. This is really huge. Like it's very exciting. Ethereum France, correct me if I'm wrong, Riff, but Ethereum France puts together Ethereum Community Conference, which is the largest Ethereum conference that there is. And there are really, really big names in the Ethereum community involved with this. So it's going to be super exciting to show up to their community and get them to show what's going on with collaborative economics in the TEC. So, yep. Sharing is caring, and any support for this event is going to help us a lot. Next agenda topic, test time. Okay, we're going to take it slowly because I know that most of you are going to be out of context, so I don't want to leave you behind. Let's take it one step at a time. Okay, so as you know, well, all of this, like in everything we do, and pretty much every DAO works with smart contracts. So the common stack model, which is the one that we've been following for iterating the TEC, has had different stages. The last stage that we went through was the hatch, and the hatch is let's say our fundraising stage, where we were able to raise $1.5 million, and that's going to be the economy that we're going to be shaping in the params parties. So how these funds are going to be migrated and how these contracts are going to change to what's going to become the augmented bonding curve, which is basically the way in which anyone can participate in the TEC by putting some XDAI in and getting back TEC tokens, which is our governance token. So we already have some stuff like all set up, right? But how we run the changes in the contracts that are gonna scale the TEC to its final form, it's such a mystery, and it's such an amazing work that the Common Swarm team has been doing. So I would like to briefly walk you through this and what we exactly have to promote and why this is important. So if anybody has some questions, please don't hesitate to interrupt me. We can go back as many times as necessary. But yeah, this is the context of it. This is about the Commons upgrade and everything related to on-chain behavior. So, okay, Some months ago, before launching the hatch, we tested that the migration process was working as expected. Sometimes after, we started to work on a script that could mutate a Gardens DAO into the future T Commons DAO with a fully fledged augmented bonding curve and the rest of the specifications defined in the configuration dashboard. A little bit more of context. This is what it's gonna look like. This is very, very similar. So this is it. Like, you're gonna be able. Right now, it's test die, and it gives you test deck because it's the test that we are running. But the idea is for this to be like the final form of how we're gonna be working. So you put in wrap text die, and you get TEC tokens. So this is what the augmented bonding curve is going to look like in its final form. So just giving you a little bit more context there. Today is a day in which we can do a demo of the whole process at last. The demo will take place in 2 stages. The migration vote, it will transfer the funds from a demo hatch DAO to an already modified Gardens DAO. And it will mint 1 token in the new DAO for each token in the old DAO in the moment of execution with the token logs top proposal, token freeze, and token thaw. So we've been building a lot of stuff for a while now. And so far, like everything like we vote on has TEC hatch tokens backing it. So this migration process talks about how everyone who holds TEC hatch tokens are gonna be having those hatch tokens swapped for final TEC tokens. However, we can't like go right into the market and sell them all because we have the token freeze period. So this is something that you'll get a little bit more information about in the params parties, like about what it means. But this is what it's talking about. Like, this first vote is going to take care of this, and then the second vote is going to open the bonding curve. So it will open the bonding curve with a reserve ratio derived from the opening price present in the token logs top proposal parameters. It will also perform the initial buy defined in the same proposal. And this is going to start this Thursday. I think there was some let me check really quick the common swarm. Okay, yeah, this is the good vote. So if anybody here holds TCH tokens, let's do this while we're here.
Yes, please go vote.
Yes, we need a lot of votes to reach this. So I'm gonna share the link to the forum.
I posted into the agenda too, if someone is there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Septi. Perfect. Okay, so if we have any TEC hatch tokens holders in the room, please go vote. Oh, this is much better than 10 minutes ago. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we'll be able to reach it if we have enough quorum. But yeah, this is the demo. This is basically gonna be a test that we're gonna be running before making the actual vote, just to make sure that everything is all right. The thing here is that we already have $1.5 million, so there's only one shot to get this right. This is why these tests are so important, and so is the participation of the community. So let's see. Okay, so in the room,
Yeah,
I feel.
And I just want to say that we screwed up in the test because we're just using we didn't really look at the hatch DAO, and we set the quorum to be 15%, which is higher than the hatch DAO's quorum right now. It's only 8%. So we really need everyone to go vote. If you have any tokens, we need 15% of the token holders to vote. So like, rock that vote, please help us.
Nico, I think you had a question.
Yes, I don't have any of those tokens. I wanted to know, how do you get these tokens in the first place?
Getting praise. I mean, if you get praised, yeah, if you get praise, you're gonna get these tokens. However, these tokens are gonna become TEC tokens, and if you got them like during this period, all of those like holders are gonna be subject to vesting time, which we call token freeze. So yeah, I just wanted to cover that, but the idea is for that anybody with TEC hatch tokens and anybody eventually with TEC tokens are going to be able to vote and participate in this kind of stuff. So so yeah, this is also exciting to have all of you here because most of these like bounties and you know like how the teams are going to be structured are going to be let's say funded in NextDai. But if you participate in the reward system, like if you engage with the community, if the community praises you and recognizes your contributions, this reward system is going to work in TEC tokens. So in a way, we are going to be rewarding contributors with vote decision and with participation power in the TEC. So yeah, I hope this is making as much sense as possible to everyone. It's a little bit confusing at first, but any questions are like super welcome to this point. So I see that in the room there's Acid Laser, Edu, Juanca, Escanore, Nate, Septi. So yeah, so some of you, I know that you are TC Hatch tokens token holders for sure. So please make sure you vote.
I just voted.
Oh yes, this is great. We're almost there. Thank you. Thanks everyone for.
Only Septimus needs to vote, and he will get the 50%.
Septi is a TC whale.
So okay, so I got my praise, but I only got the bot, you know, and the thing in the Discord. How do I access those thingies?
You won't be able to get these tokens. These tokens are non-transferable and they're only for people who are around during the hatch. You will get TEC tokens, which are what placeholder tokens that everyone has will turn into. But unfortunately, only people who are around during the hatch get to participate in these votes.
Well, that's
yeah.
some
So
check and
that's
balances
actually.
there.
Go ahead, Nico.
But like, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm being too repetitive with it, but I still just don't quite get it. Like, do I have a wallet? Is that internal from you? Like, you already got my Discord name, and because all I see is really just the bot with the green egg and the things in the Discord. But I don't see it. I don't see where it is, the TC that you talk about and stuff. Like,
okay, so sorry if that was a little bit confusing. I probably forgot to mention impact hours. So how would these impact hours work exactly, Griff? Like these are becoming TEC tokens after the Commons upgrade, right? Or is this for trusted seed contributors? Like what like let's say Nico keeps engaged to the community and he starts getting praise for attending calls, for contributing. Like how is he going to see that reflected after the Commons upgrade exactly?
So we're in this weird in-between time, and you'll have to forgive us because we have a token that's non-transferable, and we're going to move it to a transferable token that then and the reward system doesn't actually have its DAO yet and doesn't have any tokens to distribute yet, right? But after the Commons upgrade, then we're doing these praise quants, and we actually don't have hours anymore, but we have like just praise, and so you earn praise. You do there will be source cred, Twitter bots, bots inside of we'll have bots all over the place tracking who's doing what, and then tokens will be distributed every 2 weeks. And we will need to get your address from you, but none of that infrastructure is really set up yet. And if you want, you can still influence its development because it's happening in the rewards channel. I think it's called rewards system. So there's a lot of stuff is still being worked on, but I believe we already had a kind of an internal demo for how the reward system will work. And there's a really great forum post that Mitch posted today, actually, outlining how the whole reward system process. So you want to dive into that and check it out. It's I think it's called Outlining the Reward System Process V2.
Thank you. It's more clear now to me.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, it's a very like awkward like middle point right now, but it's exciting because everything is getting like built as we speak, and it's also getting tested as you could see in just the in the demo that we just shared. So actually, our next like agenda topic was like doing an emergency tweet for running this vote, but it looks like we're gonna make it. So thanks everybody that jumped in this call and rock this vote. Thank you. And if you would like some more information on the rewards process and how that is gonna work, I'm also dropping a link to this amazing forum post. It looks super complete, so I'm looking forward to reading it as well. I'm gonna be posting it in the in the communications channel, and yeah, let's use these 5 minutes to just quickly go through how we are promoting Gitcoin grants round 12. So if anybody here is familiar with Gitcoin, they are a beautiful project that is gonna shape the future in very amazing, unpredictable ways. So yeah, they basically fund open source projects, and they have these rounds called Gitcoin grants, where once every quarter they set a matching pool. So every project that gets donation gets additional funding. And if you donate in Pan, which is a Panvala, you get matching funds, like even better. So just in case someone is thinking of contributing to Gitcoin, try to do it in Pan, and the projects will get additional funding, which is always good. So right now, I just wanted to raise this this topic. Like, we were originally last week we talked about putting together like a collection or like a shopping cart of projects that we think advance token engineering, and Juanca made an amazing collection. Oh, I forgot to post the links here, but yeah, like the thing is that during the week we started thinking about like, what instead if we promote this as a TEC, we promote different collections by people who is close to the token engineering community. So we're gonna start with recommending Juanca's collection, and we're gonna go and share Jessica Sattler from the Common Stack. We're gonna be sharing her collection, which is also super nice. And we were standing by to see if Niran from Panvala actually puts one together. But I think the Panvala League would be covering that. So maybe we could be promoting the Panvala League collection, which is projects that are associated with Panvala in different ways. So, oh, nice. So we already have. Thank you, Juanca. Thank you for this. So let's take a quick look into Juanca's grants. Yay. DAO and token engineering resources. So we have GiveEth, we have the Governuts project, we have the Gravity DAO project as well. We have the Token Engineering Commons, of course. Shout out to Acid Laser for getting the graphics, and Mount Manu for updating it on time. I was so busy right before this came out, and they just made it in time. So praise both of you for that. We have the Common Stack Community Fund that belongs to the Panvala League, which I was mentioning. We have One Hive Gardens. The TEC is going to be a One Hive Garden. In case you haven't checked that project out, it's amazing. Like, it's the community that they have. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be such a great tool for DAOs that combines conviction voting with what we call DAO voting, and just a bunch of like DAO features that are super helpful for communities, both tokenized and untokenized communities. The One Hive Gardens is great. We have the Token Engineering Academy. We have the Common Stack Iteration 0, which helped build the TEC a lot during some months. We have the Giveth.io project that belongs also to the Penn Valley League, and we have CatCat, which CatCat is a little bit more complicated, but if you attend the Param party, everything that happens there is possible thanks to CatCat. So it's a pretty big deal. So this is going to be the first collection that we're going to be sharing. If you're into Gitcoin, if you find a collection that you feel advances token engineering, please share it with us, and we'll promote it as someone's valuable suggestions on how we can take advantage of this round, which is round 12. So we're at the top of the hour. Thanks everybody that showed up. It's really special and nice to have you here. I'm looking forward to keep having these calls and these team syncs. And yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone.